Good morning. So I haven't made a video the last couple days, and I'm really sorry for that. I went on Friday and had my echo done, and I got the Holter monitor. The reason for the Holter monitor is since I was force tapered, I've been having a lot of secondary complications. So on Friday they did an echo and put the Holter monitor on to see if there's anything else going on, what's going on. So I really didn't even have a format as to what I was going to talk about this morning. It's just after 10:30 here. And I get online, go on social media to see what's going on. I see another pharmaceutical industry that has now had their pharmaceutical license removed, or they call it narcotics license. I'm not quite sure how the very agency that is making decisions on prescribing, like I said in a previous video, people metabolize medications differently. Some are quicker than others. A lot of it's got to do with size. Yet they're trying to make this a one-size-fits-all. Well, I shouldn't even say trying. They basically are. I think the American people need to really investigate. Sorry, my Holter monitor is going off, saying no connection. I'm pretty sure this has been an ongoing problem since I got it. I have like this little device. It's a phone hooked to my hip that communicates with the device. I'm trying to get it off my... And as you can see, it keeps doing this. And when I click on it to say okay, to see what the problem is, it's actually communicating 100%. So there's that. I think the American people need to really examine who's making decisions in our healthcare, such as I said the other day, we need a DEA oversight hearing. Through the years of me doing my advocacy, I did share in a previous video the story that my friend and I wrote about Dr. Leslie Pompey. In my opinion, and the opinion of many, there's some dirty deeds going on here. And our government is using overprescribing to go after pharmaceutical industries, go after our doctors, and they're using civil asset forfeiture. And for a lot of you who don't understand what that means, they're seizing everything that they have. And we do have some doctors who have won their cases. Some of them can't afford to keep a lawyer in order to regain their finances. I mean, look who they're fighting with. They're literally fighting the federal government, and the federal government will always have the money to go to court, to have these big lawyers. And so when these doctors win their cases, they don't have the money to fight to get their money back. And this is wrong in so many ways. If the DEA and lawmakers continue on the path that they're going, they will bankrupt the pharmaceutical industry. And I know it's very easy when they put that stuff out there, calling them pill mills and these kind of things. It's easy to say, oh my God, especially when we have a chronic substance use disorder condition going on in this country. You know, something I learned when I first started working with people who suffer with substance use disorder, trying to understand how my life now intersected with theirs. I had a few people reach out to me that did want to get help. And they were from my general area. And I quickly learned there was nothing in my area for them. One person, I had to drive her down 3.5 hours to get her into a 5-day detox. And it's quite a process once you get down there. It takes hours to figure out whether or not they're going to accept you. But I had opportunities to talk to people down there while I was there, a lot of them being women. And, you know, for all these people that say, oh, they had a toothache and they were given opioid pain medicine, and within a couple days they became addicted. That's not true. That is absolutely not true. Number one, you have to have an addiction gene in order to become an addict. So, you know, just saying that people got addicted after a couple days, it's not true. It's a narrative that they want you to believe. It's false information, and I hate even using that because it seems to be so freely used as it is. But I talked to, there were women down there, mostly women, that were seeking help. One of them, she was about 20 years old, and her name was Ashley. I'll never forget her as long as I live. She was there seeking help, and her addiction was spice. And she told me that at the age of 12 years old, her mother got her addicted to spice. And she was trying to get help, but to get into this place, what they do is they do a drug screen. That you have to have narcotics in your system, and the test that they use does not test for spice. And I think a lot of the reason for that is because it's made up of different, it's not each component or each person that has spice, it's not made up of the same compounds. So I think maybe that's a possibility. I'm not sure. But I just remember her telling me at 12 years old her mom got her addicted, and then she went to the back to see if they would accept her, and she came out in tears because they wouldn't accept her because they don't test for spice. I had other women tell me that when they turned to, it wasn't pills, it was what was available, heroin, meth, and a lot of that was because they were running from something. Some of it was incest, and a lot of it was within the family dynamic. So basically, they were at the wrong place. They were in the right wrong place at the right time? I don't even know, because somebody offered them something that would help them just get away from what they were dealing with, so that's what they did. Um, like I said, I'm not going to say that there wasn't bad actors in the as far as doctors, there absolutely was. Um, but blaming the pharmaceutical industry now, it's not the pharmaceutical industry. Um, I am going to do a video about the CIA, how the government has fueled addiction in this country. Not today, but I will do it. We've lost too many people in the pain community, you know, and as I said the other day, now we have people who are diagnosed with Adderall, adults, um, that are being denied. I mean, I'm sorry, they were diagnosed with ADHD and now being denied their Adderall, because it's addicts are abusing, people with substance use disorder are abusing Adderall. I don't know. I haven't touched on this, but I will now. A couple years ago, even veterinarians came under fire. Next thing you know, they're not, you know, when your animals are having surgery, you know, hit by a car or something, they don't want veterinarians prescribing pain medicine for our our animals, our pets that become our family, because the owner, the the human, might abuse the pain medicine. This has just turned so horribly bad. It has swung so far the other way that if we don't wise up and see what's going on, there's going to be no more pain management doctors. I mean, people are having surgery and being denied pain medicine. They're getting Tylenol and Advil. You know, I've tried the Advil. You know, I have acid reflux, and it just upsets my acid reflux so bad. Not to mention the harm that it's causing to your gut. But that's okay, because they're not going to give you any pain meds. Women having hysterectomy, cesareans. I've had people contact me. One woman had brain surgery. They wouldn't give her. They denied her pain management. I know. I know. It's easy because so many people either have a family member or a friend who have, they call it overdosed. That's not what they did. They died due to illicit fentanyl poisoning. I know. Throughout my life, I've lost so many friends due to substance use disorder. It's real. It's real. But this prohibition on drugs, what they're doing is even making it so much less safe for people who do suffer with substance use disorder. All of these lawsuits, here's what I would like you to do. I would like you to look within your own state. Look at and see lawsuits that your state has taken against the pharmaceutical industries. And then I would like you to look and see where that money goes. Where that money goes. Because in my state, I live in Indiana, and I can tell you that we've had lawsuits here, yet it's supposed to be because of substance use disorder, yet, you know, they're not doing anything for people with substance use disorder that really do need help. Um, you know, there's no facilities being built, or it's almost like they're deciding who lives and who dies. You know, people suffering with substance use disorder are dying because of illicit drug poisoning. Pain patients are taking their lives due to chronic intractable pain. People suffering with ADHD are now dealing with the same thing. They can't get their meds. I mean, this affects children. It doesn't just affect adults. It affects children. Throughout my years in advocacy, I have seen the most horrific stories of children taking their lives due to untreated pain. There are no words. Come on, people, we have to be better than this. We have to try to figure out what made them think that it was okay to treat us this way. It's not okay. If you suffer with chronic intractable pain, you deserve to be treated. If you have diagnosed ADHD, you deserve to be treated. Our lawmakers are practicing medicine without a license. If you look at the criteria, that doesn't set well with me. That's why I'm doing these videos. I'm trying to help you understand. I'm trying to save my life, other people's lives. When they take our meds away from us after everything else failed, it affects us. Secondary issues, heart problems, blood pressure problems. It's not okay. We have to figure out, how do we take our lives back? I mean, come on. There's so much infighting within the government. You think they're paying attention to us? What they're doing to us? No, they're not. It falls on us. It lands on us. We have to be the ones to show what they're doing. We have to be the ones to say it's not okay. As my thing is going off again. This is insane. I'm going to get better. I'm going to try. You know, the biggest thing about me starting these videos was my fear of, like I said, I have CRPS. I suffer with chronic intractable pain every day. And I thought, oh my gosh, am I going to be reliable? You know, I know that these videos have to be made every day if we can, sometimes several times a day. And I'm going to try to do that. You know, the last couple days have just been challenging for me, and for that, I'm sorry. I'm going to try to do a video later on tonight. That video will be more about what's happening with the debt ceiling and how I feel about that, and how so many of us should feel about that. It's probably going on 11 o'clock now, but I did want to get out here and touch base with you. I said that I would keep you on my journey, let you know what's going on. I do have the Holter monitor now. I had the echo Friday, so I guess I'll hear sometime soon about that. Or maybe when I turn in the monitor, maybe after that. I'm not sure. We're in this together. And I know it's hard. You know, it's hard to pick through all the mess and the lies and so many people are being harmed due to misinformation. But I would like to help you try to figure some of that out. And I know that there are going to be people who are not going to want to hear what I have to say. But I have to say it anyway. Because, number one, I have to stay within my truth. And number two, like I said, I need to show you that we have more in common than you think. We have more in common than you think. With that, I'm gonna end this video, and I want to take a little bit of time to give it a little bit more thought as to my next video. Having said that, I wish you all a blessed day, and I hope you go on this journey with me, because we are in this together, and we have more in common than what you think. And sometimes the federal government is just not our friend. It seems these days more often than not. With that, I will close this video, and I hope you have a blessed day. Bye.